Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the South Node, Sextile, or Trine Mercury in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, Mercury is associated with just our general communications, siblings, our talks maybe with people in our community. It could be like our neighbors or someone, acquaintances around the corner from our house or something, and siblings as well. And the South Node is associated with what we generally will emphasize or accentuate more in the second half of our lives. And after a certain point in time, generally around approximately age 30, we go to the North Node, which is connected with our soul's mission and purpose. And without necessarily eradicating the South Node completely from our lives, but merely integrating it at least a little bit with the North Node at this point in time. And anyway, the first thing I notice as far as this aspect goes, obviously if you have a sextile or a trine, it's going to be auspicious, and this could be very positive just for communication in general. It could be good for, say, relationships and rapport, compatibility with brothers and sisters, and for journeys in your local community. This could be a position where this person may do well in their communication and their writing skills during the time when they're in school, and even in college years as well. As like I stated, this is about the South Node is generally emphasized up until about around age 30. So, and on the negative side, obviously, if you have sextiles and trines, there is that danger of complacency. So obviously it's important never to rest on your laurels, but be able to constantly improve, even though this is kind of like an overdeveloped quality, when we look at the South Node. And it is, like I've stated in previous videos, sometimes that redundancy spot, sometimes it's that point where we go to very strongly. But having a sextile or trine is still a very good aspect. And I look at this, and I could give you an example. For me, I have Mercury making a sextile to my South Node. My South Node is in Virgo, so I guess it's safe to say I combine analysis in my communications a lot. I can be analytical, and this comes out in my speaking and writing. I do some writing, some sports articles I do, and also, as you know, I do the astrology videos. So that obviously they work hand in hand. Obviously, if somebody they may have a different placement of the South Node. If someone has South Node in Scorpio, it might be, person might have ability to communicate on Scorpio-like interests such as the occult, supernatural, astrology, things associated with mysteries. And obviously, if somebody has the South Node sextile or trine Mercury, then that means the North Node is going to sextile or trine Mercury as well. So this is a double whammy win-win for the person, because in the first part of the person's life, which is the overdeveloped qualities, or the strong emphasis is put on the South Node, they'll emphasize that in the first part, and then the latter part they'll go more in the direction with where the North Node is located as far as their sign and house goes. So this is a win-win for the person. And the thing about this too is, obviously, if there's some negative aspects or adverse aspects, a positive aspect like this with the sextile or trine from the Mercury to the South Node will help alleviate perhaps maybe some negative aspects that might involve one or both of these. I guess you could say Mercury is the planet and the South Node is the mathematical point. So this is something where, obviously, the aspect being positive, it's obviously very good, and it's good even though it is the South Node or that redundancy point. And when the person does hit that second part of his or her life, it can become like that quote unquote, that monotonous thing. It's kind of a been there, done that. And the person will use some their communication ability more connected with their north node. So it really, as far as these aspects go, they're obviously positive. This could be very good for somebody that has ability to recognize some fads or trends, especially in communication fields, and be able to capitalize on them when the time and have that right timing. And like say if a career or there's some kind of career that is becoming very popular and it's related to communications of some kind, say it was data communications, this person can very well capitalize on it and might know this is something they may want to go to school for and make a good income when they come out of that course. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the South Node sextile or Trine Mercury in a natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time where I'll be dissertating and talking about Mercury in major adverse aspect to the South Node in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.